Boom.
Biddly, but yes, yo. Here we go. There ain't nobody down round here. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in, and his greatness is well and truly in. Setting up the live stream, JT, shout to JT. Should be 19 months, and you know it, mate, and you know it. Luke, my G, get that badger in and on and over here. Make room for his greatness. If you don't know by now, you'll never know. You never knew, mate. No one do it how he does it. Ain't nobody down round here, and you know it. Underlap with the GJC. Love it. Lukey boy, sensational stuff. I think Harley's flirting with me here. It's a good day for cooking a 60-40 chip. If you know, you know. I perfected the 60-40 crunch. All Leeds out. He certainly has. Jack looking like a fisherman in the thumbnail. I'd give up on the facial hair, pal. It doesn't do it for me. A fisherman. It's not been very polite to my pronouns, that. But I'll take it, Harley 200. Mainly on the basis that that's the look I'm going for, the fisherman look. And to be fair, you know, the thumbnail has been edited, so, you know. But thanks for flirting with me, man. I appreciate it. I sat down with Dave, our Dave from Local, and he was saying how we should bring back the 4-4-2 and sell the foreign lads. He reckons we would be in the FA Cup final if we do the basics. I said, I don't agree, Dave. Dave from the Local is always saying he thinks his mate Steve could be a good shout. But he managed Sunday League, and if he can pass a ball, and he can half pass a ball, he keeps going on about how the team needs the basics. Well, the basics, you know, you do base everything on the basics, to be fair, Harley. So maybe Dave and Steve could do a tremendous, splendid job. Now, I personally think Dr. Farker and the medics are doing A-OK, and we don't need to go down the line of Dave from Local with his mate Steve. But, you know, what do I know? Who cares? Bring them in. Whatever brings success. If it gets us to that FA Cup final, get Dave and Steve in this bitch. Yes, Yorkshire Peacock, what's good, big man? How are you? Pass over a beer, Jack. I'm on the homebrew. Get homebrew mead tonight. Tropical flavour. Yeah, although I won't be keen on that myself, Joe Depp. I don't like the I don't like stuff that's got any flavour, do I? That's not me. Even a Bud would be better, but that's bad. Hello all. Well, ironically, I've actually got some Budweisers because they're on sale. So, you know. Fucking hell. I can't open them again though because it's too hard. Big up, Jack, lad. It's Robbo. Yes, Robbo. Yorkshire Peacocks. What's good, big man? BMG in the building. MK, are they finally out of your kitchen then? Finally out of your kitchen then? Have you still got that tracker on me, Mark? I don't know what that means. That's blagged me there. To be fair, what we doing, BMG? What's the 11? We need a poll. We need a poll up in this bitch. Yes, Brett, my old mucker. Evening, Jackie Boy and crew. I will keep banging the drum. 99p channel membership. Nobody's name should be any colour other than green. I love to see it, Brett. We can start by smashing a like, can't we, gang? Them ones are free. We don't have to do the 99p, but we keep it free by the minimum E. By the minimum E, we keep it free. Don't have to do the 99p. Cheers to you and me. Let's have it. In the house, Jack's on time. The Badger's here. Yes, indeed, I'm all right. 78 RPM. I've been eager, keen. I've been busy all day. I've been a busy bee, which sometimes makes me a bit delirious when I'm a bit tired and a bit like all over the shop. So I have been keen to get going. It's as simple as that. And it's as simple as that. But yes, 78 RPM. My man, yes, War Piglet. Lukey boy. Dazzler 15. Looking forward to this. Hey up, Jackie boy. Two things. One, if Arnie was known as the Austrian oak, is nowhere to be known as the Swiss oak. Also, it's the Cockwombles Cup final. Let's have it. Yeets up, me brother. Yes, my G. We started saying my G on the channel now. If nobody knows, you don't know. And if you do know, you know by now. If you don't know, you never knew. We have got the Cockwombles on Monday, and I was going to do a watch-along because I didn't believe I could get a ticket. My mate Steve has pulled through and got me a ticket. So I am setting off at 12 p.m. Would it be classed as 12 p.m? Yeah, it must do, because it's 11:59 a.m, then into 12. So I will be doing plenty of short videos with, well, I probably won't, but I intend on doing short little videos to keep everybody posted and updated on what's popping, what's crack-a-lacking. It's a massive game on Monday, and I genuinely don't mind if West Ham beat Arsenal. It's the perfect way for us to stay up. We still cement our own fate if we beat Spurs on Monday. That's all I care about doing. We cement our own fate. We keep Spurs down. They're more likely to go down if we beat them, obviously. If West Ham beat Arsenal, Arsenal then are not in the ascendancy to get the title, or even if they draw, it's back in, like, well, it's whoever, it'll go down to goal difference at that point, providing Man City don't slip again. So I'm actually the turkey that votes for Christmas, mainly on the basis that I think we'll pick up some more points, and ultimately West Ham are too far away from us. West Ham have got, I looked this up earlier, just let me open my notes. West Ham have got Arsenal at home, then Newcastle away. You know, I mean, Newcastle aren't really playing for Holt now, apart from Eddie Howe's ball bag. And then us at home, obviously, at their gaff. So, you know, if we have to send them down that way, we'll send. Or if we have to stay up that way, we'll stay up that way. But I don't think it'll come to that, because I think we'll be too much for Spurs. I think we'll pop the bubble. We'll burst the bubble. West Ham are on 36 points. I can't believe we're still talking about this, really, with 9 points to go. The reality of West Ham getting, you know, 9 points out of the next 3 games is, especially when they play us as well, you know, and just any points that their gaff will do. We've obviously got Spurs, which is, well, what do you think? Is that a difficult game or not? I suppose it's more difficult than it was a couple of weeks ago. We've sort of played them, the 2 times we've played them, they've been sort of they weren't in form when we played them at home. I thought we could have done them before the game, and then during and after the game I thought we should have done them. But yeah, we've sort of played them when they've been at the best, or not the best because they've been shit all season, but you know what I mean, the best at both times, rather than catching them when they're shit. So we've sort of fallen a bit unlucky with that, but that is what it is. Then we've got Brighton, which will be a difficult game. That's at our gaff though, and the backers to beat anybody at our gaff, or certainly pick up a point. And then obviously West Ham at their place. Spurs have got us, which we can keep them down. They've got Chelsea away, which is a rock hard game for them. I know Chelsea are really hit and miss lately. But that's a difficult game for them. And then Everton at home. And Everton might have plenty to play for. So Spurs are by no means necessary out the woods as of yet. Here we go, BMG. A poll of 4. One cautionary word is that option 4 will be tricky and we'll need some Googling. Let's have it. Weather or season related. 2, frequently changed hairstyle. 3, spat the dummy out. 4, surname not on the shirt. I do like 4 though. That's tasty. It's tasty, BMG. So let's get this. Which 11? Let's get this slapped up here. Which 11? We've got weather or season related, which I think's been in a poll before. Weather or season related. Don't know why I've capital lettered that, but I have done it now. Frequently changed hairstyle. Frequently changed hairdo. Add an option. Spat dummy out. Or no surname on shirt. For some reason, a load of that is capital lettered, but we don't mind over here, do we? New channel name coming back slowly, bro. Understood, Yorkshire Peacocks. Whack a link in there, man. Whack a link in. We'll get something going on, big man. Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I was in the kitchen, yeah, to be fair, Mark. I forgot I'd done the video, to be fair. I don't know if it was a promo, but does it work like that? Do we do promos over here or not? I don't know, but promotion, want it? Promotion. He's a basic person. He does the basics well. Always at the local for 6 p.m. Always on time. Always does the basics. And I think Dave and Steve would have been better than Jesse. Well, Jesse Marsh has been getting a bit of shit online again today because he can't shut up, can he? We know he can't shut up. He's an absolute broken record and still somehow manages to live off the lack of success that he had at Ellen Road, but still manages to talk about it every 2 minutes. I would have taken Steve and Dave. I would have taken... You know, I'd have taken, well, pick two names. I'd have taken anybody over Jesse Marsh, to be honest. And they said Jesse James, then I'd have taken Jesse James over Jesse Marsh. So, and a few people have put on Twitter and that, like, why are we still having a go at Jesse Marsh? Like, well, everybody's having a go at players that fucking currently play for us, and we're doing well. So if you want to have a go at Jesse Marsh for the rest of your life, be my guest, boy. I'd suggest that maybe we keep 4 for another week so that we can maybe do some research. You're getting the research in BMG. Sneaky. You must understand what I mean. Have you ever been to a local and get speaking to some cavemen about Leeds United with Daves and Steves of the world? Always have the same thing to say, outdated. 442's coming back though, Ali, and you know it, mate. 442 is on the way back. Another problem is that with Jack as VAR, his performance tends to deteriorate as he downs the brewskis. He's worse than Tom Bramall by the end. I know, to be fair, I fell away pretty quickly last week. I was also knackered though, BMG. And I'm feeling the rhythms, I'm feeling the rhymes. It's bobsleigh time tonight, so... Although I am playing Yes Enar in the wings, my G. Oh, 78 RPM, no way. Legend, mate, I can't even... That's crazy. Is that how long it's been since I've been live? Absolute legend, 78 RPM. Strikes again. Nobody do it how he does it. One of the absolute OGs is our RPM. Shout out to RPM. Everybody slap some love in this bitch for RPM. Top banana. Appreciate you, man. Top banana. Appreciate you, 78. You're the good man. You're a strong man. A good, strong man. Do the one player per European country, BMG. Shouldn't be that easy. Paul Brett's been having that for weeks on end. You just can't get it over the line, can you, Brett? We appreciate you, Brett. What do you reckon to end the season now? Best outcome is that West Ham draw with Arsenal. We beat Spurs and win our other 2. West Ham beat Newcastle and Spurs lose their other 2 and go down. And you know it, BMG. Best case scenario is Arsenal fleed away the league when it's literally been gifted them about 4 times all season. That happens to them and Spurs go down. It'd be so funny. It'd be the season of all seasons. FA Cup semi-finals, brilliant away days, Man United, Chelsea, unbeaten. Tremendous, like even away at Newcastle, like wild game, you know, crazy moments. Bournemouth last minute. You know, there's been some mental moments this season. Been a brilliant season, and then just to top it off, Spurs go down because we do them on Monday night. Arsenal flid it up because they get beat to relegation battle in West Ham. And then PSG slap Arsenal up in Champions League final. Or as McLaren would say, the Champions League final. We've got to keep it simple so the names come streaming in, BMG. It was well hard last week. I enjoyed last week though, Luke. I can't actually remember what the 11 was that we selected last week, but I enjoyed last week. But mind you, I was pretty tiddly to be fair, so... I got myself a new badger today because I'm into music. I got an SM7B. Did you get an SM7B? They're not cheap, are they, Harley? Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, that's the... Well, they're still not cheap, to be fair. It's a decent mic, that. Do you know that's Michael Jackson's favourite microphone? I don't know if that'll put you off or put you on, but I like Michael Jackson, so... It's his favourite microphone. So it's not mine. This is mine. My badger's mine. The badger's mine. You can choose one. Spurs relegated. Arsenal no cups or championships. Whoa! When this poll's done, I'm going to see what everybody thinks to that, Joe Depp. But if I'm honest, Arsenal no cups or championships for me, Joe Depp. I aren't even lagging. Wait for a few more votes in this poll, boys, and then we'll. I need to get that slapped in there because that's a hot topic for me, Joe Depp. Tremendous stuff. Mings against research. Mings against any sort of knowledge. I think anything that you research in order to gain knowledge. Mings dead set against it. It's either like he's old school with it. It's like, you know, what did we do before internet? It's like, well, I told you I were right, and you told me I were right. No, and you told me you were right. If you told me I were right, then I'd always be right, but I am always right. Well, I'm half left. That's another Steve and Angry Mad Gav commenting pub. I could think of a few, but I don't know if the surnames really, or just like a lot of them will just be Brazilian ones in my head that are just random names where they're not even in there. Ming's already on the bookings. Ena getting the love, appreciate it. BMG's already rescinded the booking. Stay loose. We could try walking yellow card, Ming. Would be in it. Walking yellow card's quite a good one, to be fair. Firpo would get in it, wouldn't he? Dazzler 15. Does anyone think it's ridiculous to suggest that Liverpool, Chelsea or Newcastle could come calling for Farke? I don't think they would. And I love Farke. I think if he gets a couple more seasons out of us, and we do well, like if he does get us into Europe by any means necessary through a cup by any means necessary, then I think there is a chance that he could go to Newcastle. Really, it depends what they want to try and attract, doesn't it? I don't think there's a great deal of managers around at the moment either. Like genuinely. There's not a lot of managers floating around, and there's a lot of managers getting sacked. There's a lot of big clubs looking for managers, like you're saying there. Liverpool, they'll be assessing what they're going to do with Slot. Chelsea don't know what they're doing. Man United don't know what they're doing. Eddie Howe's under pressure at Newcastle. Can he take them to that next level? I mean, I like Eddie Howe. I'd just stick with him, but Luis Enrique's at PSG. Company's obviously gone off to Bayern Munich, and I'm only putting Company in next. I'm just thinking of biggest teams in the world. Pep Guardiola's going to be either at Man City or on the move. If he does go on the move, that relinquishes any chance of any other managers sort of going to, if you're looking at, I don't know, trying to drag Simeone away from wherever, from Atletico or whatever, Man United might want to go in for him. I'm just, again, plucking it out of nowhere, but Conte, Klopp's not got a job, does have a job, but not in management. So there's not a lot of them floating around, really. When there's a lot of job vacancies going up, Burnley, they're looking for a manager. All the top managers will want to go to Burnley, won't they? That brings me to the fact that there was a lot of Google on one of the 11s. Brett will back me, I hope. Well, I've once did a bit of a what do you call it, didn't I? And I think it was JT found the news article that I was reading and then started revealing all the answers. So it wasn't the most sporting of moments, but nobody do it how he does it. Weather related was kicked around but never formally done, says BMG. We'll leave that up for another couple of minutes. It's had 20 votes. If we could slap a couple more votes in there, boys, then we can... Spat dummy out's currently at 44%. Frequently changed hairdos at 6%. Weather or season related is 38%. And no surname on shirt is 12%. So it's currently between spat dummy out and weather or season related. Jack Life is about keeping things simple. Keep to the basics. Get that safety net. Always have a frequent chat with Dave and Steve, and you'll never look back. Dave always seems to be complaining though. You find him, Ali. You find him, and you tend to find it. You can't get away from him. That's the double whammy with the Steves of the world in the boozers. The moody man, the moody guy in the corner. You find him and you can't get rid of him. You find him and you see him every time you go in. It's always weird how the moody man goes to the pub to socialise and then goes to the place where people go to socialise and then becomes really unsocial. Now, granted, he's probably just unsocial everywhere he goes, but it's just strange that they always end up in the pub. I know they end up in the pub because they like getting on piss because they're antisocial and they're a bit sad. So you get on Gauge and you feel a bit better, don't you? But, the pub is there to socialise. Whether or not you want to or not is another thing. I don't particularly want to go to the pub and socialise all night. But, I do go to the pub to socialise, regardless how social I am. I suppose even the moody man's still social. Maybe he thinks he's been overtly social. I mean, you're actually saying there, Harley, you're bumping into the ones that are overly social and frustratingly social and you can't get rid of them. Much like this conversation that I'm having now, this is why I end up behind. 4-minute monologue on how social the moody man in the pub is that I've never met. Well, we've all met him, that's the thing. Is that a Johnny Cash quote, Ming? No Mackie D's at the end of the night. No Mackie D's at the end of the night on this weekend out, lads. That place is feral. No Mackie D's at the end of the night on this weekend out, lads. That place is feral. Oh, in Leeds. There's always something kicking off outside there. It's always going around Twitter, somebody getting laid out or something. It's horrendous. To be fair, me and my mate got jumped. That was years ago, but that was slightly uphill from it. But yeah, it was fucking horrible. Yes, Peter White, what's good? Hey up, Jack. Hey up, big man. How are we? The pleasure is all mine, Yorkshire Peacocks. We'll get something going on, brother. Yes, Lukey boy. Always find Jack in the kitchen at parties, and you know it, Ming, and you know it. But we stay sniff-free, don't we? We stay off the dust. It's all in the ale. It's the only energy we need, boy. Shot in the dark, looking for 2 tickets for Brighton. I will keep my beady eyes open, War Piglet. There is sometimes 2 that come up in the West Stand. So I will keep my beady eyes open for you, big man. They will be hard to come by, but it tends to be like last minute. And if you're up this way anyway, which I believe you are, it'll be like the night before, it'll be like, I'll get a text. This discussion was heading towards an Angry Mad Gav appearance for a moment. He might start flexing his muscles on this final weekend. Who knows? Who do you think's the wins the playoffs? I'd like to see Millwall in the top flight. I'd like to see Millwall in the top flight because I think they'll go straight back down. It's a guaranteed 6 points in it, and as much as I think they're obviously set of dickheads and that, it's good to have that bit about it, and it really that bit of bite. You know, Coventry are going to go straight back down. Fulham, is it Ipswich? Are they? I can't remember who's lands in second at minute. Yeah, Ipswich, and then like you say, Millwall, Southampton, Borough, Hull, Wrexham have missed out, have they? So yeah, it's. I mean, all of them will go straight back down. Hull, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Southampton's awful. That they're all going back down. It's mint. We're going to be flying next year, boys. We start at 17th now. MVG missing again, Brett. The legendary MVG. He'll be here. Googling is permitted, although backchat isn't. BMG setting the rules, setting it straight. I'm very feel. We'll put 1 player per country in the poll next week. Yes, BMG. Brett getting his way. We win the last 3 matches. The squads do it for Dr. Farker. If we do win the next 3 matches, I know I was joking the other week, last week, but if we get 9 points, well, I said 12, I think last week. If we get 9 points, that'll put us on 52. Which, if Brentford don't win another game, Brighton don't win another game, Chelsea don't win another game, Everton don't win another game, Fulham don't win another game, Sunderland don't win another game, and Newcastle don't win another game, we will make Europe. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. So suck on that. Swivel on this. I am very feel. We defo stay up, says Yorkshire Peacocks. I agree, my lad. My G, as we've now started saying on the podcast, and you know it, Mingy. Pointless doing the 11s then if Googling is permitted. Might as well just ask who the 11 richest men in the world are. Google it and be done in 5 minutes. Brett not taking no prisoners with that. It is time to close the poll. I can confirm that Spat the Dummy Out has won at 42%. So we are having the Spit the Dummy Out 11. Now I believe an easy one to put straight in there is Nonto. So, because he did spit the dummy out, you know, evidently. But I need to get straight back into this other poll here to see which would you rather. Spurs go down or Arsenal end up trophyless. I don't know if trophyless is a word, but I've enjoyed it. Yes, Mingy staying loose. Dr. Farker and the medics have finally got a shout out, and you know it, Luke. Yes, indeed. I've started getting used to saying in the medics as well, to be fair. Really the right Reverend right. It's not for me, that. It's Arsenal not to pick up a title for 100%. I think it'd be absolutely piss funny. I'd be pisticles in my pantsicles. I think we need to sell Road on. If you don't agree, I don't care. We are Leeds United. We should be challenging for titles. Isn't that a Cardiff City badge? Get rid of Farker too from the furthermore I go back to the field, the furthermore I become a Cardiff City fan by the looks of it. That scum win felt unreal just because of who it was and the history. However, with the points total seeming higher than normal to survive, it might prove to be vital just for the 3 points, regardless of scum. Well, this is it, BMG. We've actually, you know, when we've pulled big results out of bag, I've actually thought about this. I wouldn't say extensively, because I don't think I've ever thought about anything extensively. But relatively, with relative length, you know, with relative girth. Picking up 4 points against Chelsea, enormous. I mean, they're all enormous points, aren't they? But, you know, it's where you wouldn't really expect them, and we have sort of dropped points as you would expect in shit games. So we would be ultimately, you know, in and around Newcastle had it not been for the performances against Man United, the performances against Chelsea, the performances against even Liverpool. You know, to be unbeaten against Liverpool's. I know they've not been great, but it's no small feat. And I don't have small feet up in this bitch. There are 44 countries in Europe. That's a very big squad. Get them in there, 78 RPM. Squeeze them in, my G. Knob alert. Knob, knob, knob. It is indeed a great mic. The very... You can really shout into them, can't you, I believe, Enar? The signals very forgiving. They're not very hot. I don't know what the term would be. I've been spending a lot of time just staring at the walls. It helps clear your mind, clear your head from all this brain dead TikTok brain crap. And I'm eating proper food, drinking proper council pop. Get them panda pops down your gullet, Ali 200. I love to hear it. I love to hear you on the straight and narrow drinking proper council pop. That's what it's all about, mate. Butter your Weetabix. You know where your Weetabix is buttered. And stay council housed and violent, my G. You love it. Love to see it. I don't know about whether just staring at a wall will do you any good, but certainly, you know, I think by the moment, you know, we could do with 10 minutes away from a screen at this point. You know, I think addiction, I don't actually think addiction's particularly real, but I think your phone is sort of like the most addictive thing in the world. I think, and everybody's stuck looking at the phone, aren't they? You know, it's like, I stand up and I'm like, if I went to kitchen now, take my phone, I think I'll just have a quick glance. Like, I've just left the computer. It's a mad thing, but we're not here to talk about mad things, are we, G? Bring back the abacus. Blame the Romans. I don't know what an abacus is, but we'll find out. The abacus is an ancient hand-operated calculating tool using sliding beads on rods to represent numbers, often called a counting frame or a calculating table. Now, I know you'll be on board with that. Ming the graceful one. Ming the merciless. Mongy the merciless. Apart from the main countries in Europe, so how many can you get? 78. One player per country. Give me the left back from Malta. Bring him in. Yes, Dragon BJ 666. Jack, don't forget the Who takes the penalty versus West Ham last minute. Imagining we're 1-0 down. Need the pen to win and stay up. Pressure, boy. Yes, Dragon BJ. I no longer would say Joe Peral Parisley. I would, you'd give it to DCL, wouldn't you? That's who you want on the pens, ultimately. I know he's missed one. Yes, Mingy, appreciate you, man, handing out them memberships like he's Santa Claus. My man Ming, appreciate you. Top man. Making it happen here already. Appreciate you, Mingy. Thank you. Interesting here. If Farker ever gets an offer from the Big Six, it's a loyalty test. I want Farker to be our Klopp. I actually think Farker feels at home at Leeds. Mark my words, he's here for the long term. I don't think he'll go. I think he'll get sacked, but I don't think he will be. I mean, they don't leave anymore anyway, do they? They don't really need to, because it's very rare they get to an end of a season. It's only going to be like, you know, special managers like, or special clubs with special managers, as in successful times. It's only like Guardiola, Arsene Wenger, Jurgen Klopp, that dickhead Alex Ferguson. It's only them lot that really get to decide when they leave the football club, isn't it? Everybody else just waits until they get 6 months into a season and thinks, shit, I think I'm on my way out here. And that's ultimately the reality of Farker. That will be how he goes out, unless we do go on the craziness. But even if you sort of set your own standard then, and you end up fucking yourself up the backside, because you end up, you know, if he gets us into Europe doing really well next year, and then we fall off the year after, and we're in Europe, but we're sort of 15th, 16th, rambling around like Notts Forest did that last year, and then into this year, then they go through managers then, don't they? It's like managing expectation. It's like the manager would probably keep his job longer if he cemented himself in 10th, you know, every year, and then you think, right, we're going to move on the basis that we think we can. This is as far as you can take us. But what ends up happening is they have a good season, they get 6th, they get into Europe, then they fall off the year after, and then manager's on his way out, and it's like, well, we're actually doing all right in Europe. We're still well easily in the league, and they still bomb them. So you know, it's that the only thing the doctor can't control is how long he's at the club. That is for sure. In random and uninteresting to anyone except me news. Love that BMG. Took a bit of reading, but I love it. I bought a 9-wood which arrived yesterday, and it's fucking mint. I feel like a proper golfer. I don't even know what you do with a 9-wood other than protect yourself with it. I'm reluctant to put a 9-wood in here, but I'll put 9-wood golf club, and then I don't end up with something outrageous on. Is it for twatting or what? A 9-wood is a high lofted fairway wood. And what's one of them? Is it for lashing? High launch. Usually get the ball in the air due to increased maximum forgiveness. A larger sweet spot compared to the 3-iron or the 5-iron. You got your 9-wood, mate. Love to see it, Brett. That BMG, sorry, dude. Farker could be our Jurgen Klopp. You take it, Arlie. Take it, my mate. I can't see Farker leaving Leeds, to be fair, says Yorkshire Peacocks. No, nor can I, sir. For the reasons I've just outlined. Yes, Mingy, is that who got gifted it? Love it, mate. Dave and Steve need a job. They are in the wings waiting, much like Ena. That's where Thor has to come in, Luke. Understood. I think is that in reference to the keeper. Brett, the San Marino player, would be that guy who scored versus England. I don't know that guy's name. Smash the pose out of that like. Get cozy on up to that like button. We've got 45 in the room. We've only got 31 likes. Let's get them likes up in this bitch, boys. Cozy on up to that like button. Mingy and Brett having it. But would you choose the San Marino player over someone from, say, Italy? Probably not, Brett. I think is the message there. Pose is an Afrikaans word which you can put into Google Translate. Let's have it. Pose meaning. It's dangerous, isn't it? In Dutch, in the Netherlands, it means innocent. It's a common harmless word for a cat or a pussycat, which is the same thing, isn't it? Or is a cat and a pussycat different? But just as anticipated, I think the version that Brett was looking for is the rather more vulgar and offensive version of pose, which is literally, it refers to the female genitalia. We never, you know that, what's that law of averages where you're like 7 degrees off of like everybody in the world or whatever, you're only ever 7 degrees off meeting that person or whatever it is. Well, I think we're only ever like 1.5 degrees off talking about female genitalia on the underlap, and I love it. That's why we're here, for the fellatio's. Appreciate you, BMG. Get your posing, mate. Get your posing. The Google master, the Google wanderer. Hey, Joe. Beer's going down, quaffing it. We could have an 11 of Sunderland fans who are secretly Leeds fans. Brett and Michael Bridges would be in it. I can't confirm it's Michael Bridges, to be fair. I can confirm Brett, but not so much Michael Bridges. Don't need no Googling to try and please me. Who does McDonald's on a night out? To be fair, 78 RPM, and there's not a lot of options. I have sinned. I have been known to slap a McDonald's up in a pretty major way. Having said that, it's so garbage of late. I've started slapping them kebabs up top of town, and there's a certain je ne sais quoi to them. I'm not sure there's meant to be, but they're bloody wellies. And you also hallucinate a bit at night, which is always a nice touch. Farker's going nowhere, says the Right Reverend Wright. I pulled that thought from a psychic in Blackpool. Get up. She even knew Farker was from Europe. Solid info. No fucking about. My lady. What was she called, the Right Reverend Wright? What was she called? Or was it one of them women that pretend to be all the other famous women with photos? And then you go in there, or you go to the next box with another like hand reading, gypsy hand reader or whatever they're called. And it's the same photos, and you think, well, this can't be that woman were down there, wasn't she? If the team kicks on from here and Farker stays on, he could end up being a proper club legend. He's not a million miles away from it now, Brett, like, serious. But I agree, he has to do a bit more, you know. Bit of a Europe charge, like, genuinely, if we finish sort of 6th, 7th, 8th in league and get into Europe next year, he's on legendary status, really. And then if he pushes on from there, fucking hell. Here's a stat, says Brett. If you look at population of a city to a season ticket holders in Leeds, 1 in every 29 people have a season ticket. If you look at population of city to season ticket holders in Leeds, 1 in every 27 people have a season ticket. Is that true? What, I can't. My maths. I suppose that won't be far off, will it? Yes, Roller Blunt, appreciate you. That's definitely a Google job, though, is that, innit, Brett? Appreciate you, Roller Blunt. How are you, my man? The people doing sniff are usually the people you least expect. I saw a woman in her mid-60s. Looked like a Barbara. Barbara. That sounds like, you can say like Barbara. We have to Barbara. And she had some mysterious white powder on her nose while her jaw was swinging. Absolutely, doing the... you know that thing, what they're called, where the balls hit, and I'm not talking about, don't bring it back to shagging, but when the balls, the pendulum or whatever it's called. Oh, fucking hell. Put some chewing gum in your mouth, mate. Get it, at least rotate it. Get it up to, get it, your lips closed. That's all. Like if you're chewing at the same time, at least they go. Actually, I don't know which is worse. I don't know which ends up with more phlegm coming out the dirty mouth. That dry mouth. I've always got like an uber dry mouth, but also while it being unbelievably full of saliva. So it's such a weird thing because the mouth's frothing like a rabies-ridden dog with white stuff, like not just the sniff. But then the mouth is also like wet. It's a no from me. It's a no from me. I want the shittest team to win the playoffs, either Hull or Millwall, really. But it will be Southampton. It probably will be Southampton. But yes, BMG, we don't want to worry about who comes up. We want to know whoever comes up is going back down. I'd like to see Borough for Bill. How long's his contract, Ayling's contract? Is he still there for year after? Hull for Joffy, says Joe Depp. I'd take that, to be fair. And they'd go straight back down with Hull because they're well off of it at minute as well. They've only just snuck in. Yeah, it's mental, really. I never thought about another London club really, Brett, coming up into the league. It's a bit mental when you think about it like that. But yeah, they'd be on absolute fire, wouldn't they, Millwall fans? To be fair, and I would be up for going down to Millwall if my mate Steve can hook me up with some Millwall treats. My father always said if I ever did sniff, he would chop my fingernails off. So I've never touched it, but he's allowed to do it. Yes, that's what we love. We love them hypocritical fathers. Harley. Get up, European charge. Let's go, my G. You know it, Roller Blunt. Get up, my G. Would you be happy if Elon Musk bought Leeds? Yeah. He's got shitloads of money, and I'm sure he'd hire. I'm sure he wouldn't I'm sure he wouldn't run it. I'd take it, Harley. Sunderland were quite a unique case last season because they were very sound regarding PSR. They bought well and had a couple of players like Ballard and Lefeu, who could step up. Yeah, well, Lefeu was a good signing, wasn't it? Everybody banging on about him. Did you get him in January, Brett? You got Lefeu, didn't you? Lefar, whatever you call him. That was a good signing. What are people saying about the Wardley-Dubois fight? I'm going to close this poll and find out on that. Can confirm after 30 votes, people would rather Spurs go down than Arsenal end up trophyless. That is a fucking savage garden to me. That's mental to me. But the poll has spoken. This idea that I rigged these polls in my favour. No. I know this is football channel, but who you got? Dubois, the Numpty Dubois, or Wardley? I personally think Dubois will chin Wardley. I don't know if this can go on much longer. He takes like big shots. And Dubois is a bit of a big donk, and a bit of a dope sometimes, and he gives up a bit. But he'll hit him, won't he? When he hits him, I think Joshua's a clem. He does my head in, but, and I know he's been banged about by Ruiz and stuff, and he's lost a few times, but it still takes some banging out like that, doesn't he? So Dubois can slap, can't he? Nonto, I'll raise you. DeCanio's a good one, BMG. Big Willie on tour. Ming says Wardley by KO. I think that's the only way he gets him, to be fair. If he gets past 6 rounds, Ming, he will give up. Well, he won't fancy it, won't Dubois? I think he'll bang him. Spurs go down because we make the league weaker next season. That's a good point, to be fair, BMG. It's an excellent point. Because the reality is, if they stay up, I think they will get out of this. I'm not saying they'll, I can't remember it was maybe Jamie O'Hara or something that were on about they'll be in for Champions League or something. And I think that's cuckoo land stuff. But not Champions League, but I do think they'll be back to 8th, 9th in league, won't they? So, yeah, somebody's getting spark code, aren't they? Brett, not a card. But last warning for back chat about Google. Keep it moving. Isak's a brilliant one. 7 give me shit nil to win the double. And Spurs down them Spurs fans. Our Mongi's foot crybaby bitches. Tut, I didn't mind Spurs till I listened to their fans, fucking idiots. Let's have them 2-1 leads. Get up, Roller Blunt. I'm the same with Arsenal, to be honest. I've begun to dislike Arsenal in general through like Gabriel's shithousery and pretending to be hard as fuck 1 minute and then crying like a bitch a moment after. And Arteta does me head in, and I actually used to like Arteta as a player and stuff. I didn't mind him at Man City, and then I didn't mind him when he first went to Arsenal. He's become a parody of himself. He's a fucking dick slap. But yeah, Arsenal to bottle it for me. Got money on him 4 rounds, probably what happened, but with a 10-1 worth of bet. I think if he's got a chance early on of getting rid of Dubois, to be fair, Mingy. Balotelli spat the dumb out. Indeed, he did, BMG. CR7 spat dummy out. Yes, indeed, Cristiano Ronaldo did. Isaacson, that's a good one. Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Pick that fucker out. Gates up. See if I can... Hoolie Get a photo of Hoolie up. Did you mean hooligan? Oh, fucking hellfire. Pierre Van Hooijdonk, there he is. The big dog. Pick that fucker out. That's definitely given, yes, BMG. How's everyone's week been, says Peacock. Man's been as bang average as they all are. As Farker say, it's points per game that matters, not individual matches. Yes, indeed, 78 RPM, to be fair. Bringing me back down to earth there, 78 RPM, that is true. But, yeah. Gordon. Did Gordon... I suppose he did, didn't he, at Everton? Yeah, he did edge his way out, didn't he? Neymar. Did Neymar spit dummy out, Roller Blunt, or is he just crying all the time? Yes, AO, appreciate you, my G. There's 46 of us in the room and only 36 likes, and we know we're on that rotisserie. So if you can smash us a like, it's much appreciated. Appreciate you, AO. Thank you, my G. Suarez for his biting, major dummy spit. That is baby shit, to be fair, Brett. So, you know, I think that's in with a shout. It's a tough call, but the later it goes, the more I like Wardley. Wardley late or Dubois early. That's probably where I am, BMG. If he can take his power early on, he'll take it all the way through, won't he? And I think Dubois will quit. Hey-oh. Here's the sly ones moderator. Yes, indeed, Brett. I know, he's slipped in, hasn't he? Now that he's dancing on the dark side. Kepa, that was a dummy spit when he wouldn't come off. But on a serious note, Will Jack's musical collaboration on YouTube soon, anytime. What do you mean, War Piglet? What do you mean? Suarez not certain it counts, but given on field and VAR review, I'm happy with that. To be fair, BMG for the. It's a dummy spit when you're biting people, isn't it? I would love it if Arsenal didn't win the Premier League. And did Everton not get the memo? Don't help Arsenal. I know, Luke, I couldn't believe it as well. 1-0, I went to Wagamama's. I went to go meet Nikita Love. Went to Wagamama's. Looked at 1-0, I left at half-time. Picked her up. Looked at my phone, it was fucking, there were 2-1 down. I thought, oh my God. I thought, it's still all right. Looked again, obviously 10 minutes. I know you know how the game went. But then 3-1, I just thought, I text my brother like, you fucking knobheads. And then I've started reading it. And I'm quite fond of reading it on Sky Sports. Did you know a speaker is an inside-out microphone? I'm not sure scientifically if it's an inside-out microphone, Harley, but I do know that you can, like with headphones and stuff, you can use them. If you flip them, you can use them as a microphone. Yes, indeed, but they don't tend to be very good. But it's good stuff though, Harley. We'll check it out. Kepa, fucking hell. Kepa is a belter, current man of the match. I presume that means BMG. Rooney put in more than one transfer request. I think Rooney, to be fair to him, was... you spin me right round. Rooney's... Rooney were posturing, wasn't he, I think. Gordon's in there. I can't believe I can't think of any more rats. Let's Henry spat Dummy out a bit, you know, when he left Arsenal. He did spit Dummy out. I remember him like sitting up in stands and stuff. He wasn't happy. Don't know, I need to think. The signal is low, but the new audio interfaces have great preamp. Don't even need cloud lifter anymore. Yes, indeed, Ena. Yes, indeed. It's good though, because then it never clips out, does it? Never maxes out. We will never have a 10 as good as Pablo, the risk taker. We was in the championship with Pablo. The blowjob signals that Pablo gets is insane to me. We're brilliant, but it was the championship, wasn't it? And I know nobody likes hearing that, but I never remember Neymar kicking off. He left Barca just on the basis that he wanted to be, he didn't want to be in Messi's shadow, I think. I don't remember him kicking off. Who's kicked off? Who's like refused? Oh, Tevez. Tevez loved kicking off, didn't he? Tevez kicked off a lot. Granted, due to the irrational panty-peeing fan base, Leeds United have a minimum of 38 must-win games a season, and you know it's 78 RPM. Wonderfully put, my dude. My G, sorry, should I say. Pogba versus Jose Mourinho. Should we Google that? Did Pogba spit the dummy out as a footballer? And I'll put that in thingies because AI normally knows what I'm on about when you put it in them little fucking speech things. The AI will know what that is. The phrase "spit the dummy out." Critics often accuse Pogba of displaying poor attitude and acting as a mercenary when results didn't go his way. Agent controversy. His agent frequently discussed potential moves leading to accusations that Pogba was unhappy at the club. Overall attitude. Critics like Neil Warnock specifically highlighted his and Romelu Lukaku's exit from the Premier League, describing their behaviour as spitting the dummy out when he faced pressure or criticism. So I must say, Roller Blunt, to be fair, I stand corrected, my G. He now getting the love. Pogba's legit. I could have just gone to BMG's comment because he's having it. I won't go with Rooney though, to be fair. I agree, BMG. Cantona for attacking the fan. Defo spat his dummy out. What was a total head loss moment, wasn't it? Leave a like on the badges. Yes, Roller Blunt. We've got 44 in the room, 38 likes, and we know, if we don't know by now, the rotisserie boys. The rotisserie. Obviously, Miles Bierman and Ryan Kamanzuli are the main left backs at Malta. Nobody do it how we does it. 78 RPM strikes again. Who was that guy who drove to his new club and ended up not getting signed? Peter, someone African name. Does he count? Sunderland will win the league next season. Heard it here first. Brett knows that he's going to be... I actually scratched my nose at the same time then. Brett knows that he's going to be a Leeds fan next year, so he's hoping that by the time Sunderland have won something, he knows he'll be a Leeds fan year after. It'll come. Cantona's a good one. BMG's allowed that. Brett is in. Ask the woman about the 9 wood. I daren't, Brett. I daren't. There it is, straight in there. Zinedine Zidane. I thought about Zidane, but Zidane didn't kick off, did he? He just fucking lost his marbles a load. But he never spat dummy out, did he? I mean, he spat dummy out. I mean, it's a type of spitting dummy out, isn't it? When you're fucking headbutting people in World Cup finals, I suppose. But well, if you didn't want it, Ming, you should have never said, "Oh, should you, my G?" I can't even remember my last wood, let alone the last 9. 78 RPM strikes again. I don't believe you though, my G. I think you're shagging regular as clockwork. Yellow card, Jack, for calling me Brett. How dare you? These mistakes happen. We're all Leeds fans in here, out with BMG, so these mistakes do happen. Odem Wingy, whatever you call him. Did he spit dummy out? I don't think Zidane ever spat dummy out, but he did lose his marbles. Zidane spat the dummy out. He'll never needed to. Yeah, they just put it down to tantrums. So I suppose in a tantrum term, he did spit the dummy out, but... Oh, gear, no idea. Love it. I'm convinced I'm the only human who is conscious. Give me proof there's others. There's other humans who are alive and conscious for all I know. I could be you and you could be me. I'm inclined to think of players who fell out with managers or teammates rather than just had a meltdown. Yes, indeed, BMG, yes. Beckham, when he kicked Ronaldo in World Cup just before Ronaldo joined Scum. Again, Luke, that'd be an aggression thing, wouldn't it? Well, I think Tevez, nobody said Tevez yet. Tevez is always kicking off. Pause is pronounced puss and means cunt in Afrikaans. Puss! Pussol! Indeed, Ming. Indeed he is. Carlos Valderrama had lovely hair. Scorpion kick your face off and throw... Scorpion kick your face off and throw like a looking pancake. And throw like a looking pancake. A fucking pancake. Yes, the right Reverend right. 7 degrees of separation in it. Yeah, something like that in it, BMG. 7 degrees of separation, yeah. Oh, it's 6 degrees. 6 degrees. The theory of 7 degrees posits that any two people in the world are connected by 7 or fewer acquaintances. A slight expansion on the traditional 6 degree concept. While the idea 67 steps has been popularised to show a tightly connected global network, in practice it represents an average with some or even many links actually requiring far more steps. I mean, you'd have to be a moron to know that, you know, I think it's a theory. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I think Google's told me too much of the truth there. Just let me live in the myth a little bit, Google. Let me live in the fucking myth, Google. Shit, man. That's an head loss, to be fair. That's head loss. That's spitting dummy out. Built-in fucking thing about... What about Dyer and Bowie with their fight? Major dummy spot, that. That is dummy out, innit? Hey? I'm not looking forward to Farker being our version of David Moyes. You know, that kind of manager who overstays his welcome. Have you looked at what's happened to West Ham since he's left? You know, that kind of manager who overstays their welcome and who isn't very good at winning trophies, but who stays for years. Well, look how West Ham have gone, AO, since Moyes has left. And I don't know if you remember, but Moyes actually won him a trophy, and a European one at that. So... And look at Moyes at Everton now. Do you remember Everton a couple of seasons ago, for the past sort of 3 or 4 years? Dog shit. Tried everybody's best mate, Sean Dyche. Dog shit. And now where are they in league? Now they'll be pushing for Europe again. The 10th, 48 points. They are 3 points off 7th. And they'll get that win against Spurs on the last day. Send Spurs down. 6 degrees of separation. Hannibal is a nut. Ooh, give on, Wild Piglet. Give on. That Hannibal's a dick slap, innit? We are staying up. We are staying up. We are staying up. Bonus, bonus. Mingy, I love it. I love you, brother. You're a legend, mate. Appreciate you, my man. Beckham, I'll take for a fallout with Fergie, says BMG. He's in there. And that's AO's controversial comment of the day. The Mystic Hunter. The Mystic Hunter. Prefers to a 2D point-and-click fantasy adventure game. Playable as a free browser. I might smash it up if it's a free browser. I'll say that, I won't. You can't beat a £4.39 cheesy chip wrap and a £5.89 bonus box. It's the sweet spot. I wouldn't want the cheesy chips. I wouldn't want a cheesy chip wrap, Harley 200. I think that's some female shit right there. Which is fine, you know, if you want to eat what like my chick would eat. But not, I mean, you're going on about, you know, you were on about my needing of a shave earlier. I've got to say, if you're going out on session coming home with a cheesy chip wrap, I think the questions that get asked. That's all I'm saying. The £5.89 bonus box, I agree. Get the bonus box. I actually think bonus boxes are shit, because I think the chicken's always whacking them. But the cheesy chip wrap, you know, regardless, you've got chicken in the box, mate. So you know you're ticking the masculinity box there, but you're heading towards, at the very least, buttering your bread on the other side with the cheesy chip wrap. That's at the very least, if not in some sort of a transition towards being a female. But we appreciate you, Harley 200, and we're all working it out as we go. We're all working it out as we go, and you know it. I'd say Bowyer and Dyer were the on-field scrap 11, which is different, so no, sorry. I mean, that, you know, Ben White walking away from Lukey Boy, that's a good one. I think that's a good one, BMG. I didn't call you Brett again, did I, BMG? Don't be pulling my pisser as I go through comments here, BMG. I know what you're up to. Stop calling BMG Brett. I'm still young and handsome. Young, dumb, and full of fun. White goes in, thank God, BMG. I think that's an excellent one from Lukey Boy. Ugly! That's a good tune, that. I know it doesn't sound like it when I do it, but... You see my pain, it runs deep. Share it with me. Yes, Roger Slicker, what's good? West Ham are down if Arsenal beat them, surely. Depends if we slap Spurs up. No, Roger Slicker. It means we're definitely up if Arsenal beat West Ham. But if West Ham beat Arsenal, it means Arsenal don't win the league. And then we go and beat Spurs. And we stay up, Spurs go down, and Arsenal don't win the fucking league, man. Get up. Gurning for the Sherman, we're Sherman, a gurning, a learning. We're learning, we're gurning, we're Sherman, we're burning. I will be old one day, just not yet, my friend, not yet. Is that Gladiator, that, Brett? Yes, BMG, but you got a new walking stick that looks sporty. Sporty Spice. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'm a pose, you pussy. Get that badger in and on and over here, Jaggy Babs. Appreciate you, brother. My lad. Did Joey Barton spit club out? Spit dummy out, BMG? That wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. He's definitely the type of guy that spit dummy out. There's got to be a few, like, shitter players as well that spat dummy out. Would, like, I don't know, players like Troy Deeney count? I know he didn't spit the dummy out at Watford, but constantly kicking off one of his managers, and, you know, he even speaks about it now in interviews where he says they sort of, like, edged him out. I mean, you pick every single Chelsea player if we were doing it at that level. John Terry and Lampard and all of them, they've all admitted that they just won't play for certain managers, which is a madness to me, but... Roy Keane had a pretty documented fallout, didn't he, with Ferguson? I don't know if it's spit the dummy out style, but he spat dummy out with McCarthy, didn't he? Would that work, BMG? I'm thinking Ashley Cole, but I don't think he spat dummy out with Arsenal. I think Chelsea bought him, didn't they? I think. I'm the best looking human on the planet. Get up, Harley. I just am. And I'll tell you, It's not what it seems. I get a lot of jealous people trying to pull me down. Mark my words. I prefer to be ugly. Ali 200. I know the pain you're going through, mate. 'Cause I don't know what it's like to go through a day ugly. Sometimes I'd like to just walk down the street and not have women just like falling at my feet and just being like, God, that muscular man, that handsome, muscular, strong, tall, dark, handsome man. I mean, it gets tiring being this fucking drop dead gorgeous. It really does. But when nobody do it how we does it, Ali, and once you know that, you don't need to know no more. You guys mock me, but I hit that 9 wood like Tommy Fleetwood. Don't know who Tommy Fleetwood is, but I believe you. He's a professional golfer. He's got long hair as well, Brett. Good lad. Love to see it, mate. Yes, Mimi in the building. Indeed, Mingy. Good day, my G's. Yes, Cletus BK. If nobody knows by now, we've started saying my G on the channel. Haven't we, my G? Midgie. I want results this weekend that make Monday an easy day for us, says Cletus. Well, I want there to be pressure on the game, mates. I want to go down there. I want them pre-match nerves. I don't get nervous, but I want them jitters to be like, it's a big game today, let's do it. That's what I want, Cletus. And I want Arsenal to fuck it up. Me getting the love. Mothers also tell their sons that they're unique, and then you go out in real wide world and you go, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Me getting the love. Minus all the miking shit up with God knows what. There is nothing wrong with narcotics. It's the narcotics. How did humans survive thousands of years ago without pharmaceuticals? We know what plants did what. Well, that's plants, innit? It's not the narcotics. It's the narcotics. Does anybody not have ever... Is this an Underlap story from years ago? I'll catch up. If somebody let me know if they know it's the narcotics story. Is there any truth to the rumour that Sinistera is doing Uber Eats, but he's on the sick 0 hours contract? Get up there, Lewis. Love it, the right Reverend Right. Do you mind if I nick that? I'm going to do a short about that, the right Reverend. The right Reverend Right. I'm nicking that. Rumour that Sinistera is doing Uber Eats. I love it. I'll ask your permission though, and you'll be credited with it, the right Reverend Right. Roy Keane fell out big time with Mick McCarthy. Yes, indeed. Sapien incident. Was a public quarrel. Why the Sapien? Sapan. Why Sapan incident? Is that where they wore or something? Or is that what it's called? Oh, it was in Sapan. Where the fuck's Sapan? Where is it? Where's Sapan? In northern... I'm no closer to knowing where it is. Fucking east at Philippines. Fucking hell, what a place to fall out. It's the narcotics. Wardley by knockout, says the right Reverend. Wardley's, to be fair, this is 50-50, 22 votes. 50-50, boys. Badgers, the likes for our Jack. Yeets up, Mr. War Piglet. We appreciate you, brother, and you know it. BMG. Cancelo. Do you mean Cancelo, Luke, with Pep? There was definitely some form of a dummy going on there. Once again, as a burn account, I voted same as you, Jack. Gooners trophy list. It's up 78 RPM. Appreciate you being my burner, my lad. Joshua is a wrong'un, says Ali 200. He does my head in as well. Come on, fellas, let's have some dummy splitters. Not dummy splitters. Cancelo, yes, good one. Man of the match material list. Yes, indeed, BMG's in there. Yes, Yorkshire Peacocks, you're probably back by now, to be fair. Appreciate you. Elad's Juve liked spitting and was a dummy. That's a double whammy. I'm not sure if BMG will accept it. Didn't Abramovich spit his dummy out and slap someone? I know that he didn't get on with Mourinho at all, did he? BMG, Zaka spat the dummy out at Gunners fans. He stayed though, didn't he, BMG, to be fair? Have you seen the I haven't yet, not yet, Ali 200 podcast appearance. He was saying Bielsa taught him so much he still does now. He was talking about how Murderball was the worst thing he ever did. I've seen the clip of Murderball, yeah. Murderball was harder than playing Man City, apparently. Yeah, but Dallas also mentioned that it's the only time they actually get to play football as well, which is pretty funny. So they actually ended up looking forward to it in the end. Yeah, the sewer rat juice in there. War Piglets appreciating it. Good viewing, yes, BMG. It's a good podcast. Jim McGilton headbutt. What is Jim McGilton doing now? He's a Northern Irish. He's now a manager. He's the manager of Cliftonville, which is in the Northern Ireland Football League Premiership, I presume that means, where there is 2 groups, which is, how mental's that? They've played 38 times. I can't be arsed working this out. Group stats, fucking mental. I don't know. Fuck knows how that league works, but I ain't got energy for that. Hooly Donk. The Hooly Donk. I want Arsenal to win. Peter White, no! Fucking Man City cheating bastards. 114 charges and done after 5 years. Can't stand them, Arsenal, Peter White. It's not, well, it is Arsenal now. Arteta and Gabriel and all of them. I hate them all. Gokeres is a horrific celebration. I think Saka's overrated. I think Declan Rice is overrated. I think Trossard's a little weasel. I think Martinelli's a little weasel. They got rid of Partey now, but he like banging women against their will. Saliba, alright. Ray, a little weasel. Arteta, clubhead, can't stand him. And the fan base, minging, can't stand them. I'm rooting for Triple D and I think he will win. He's more experienced than Wardley, and if Wardley doesn't stop DDD in 5 rounds, Wardley is in big trouble, in my opinion. I agree, although I disagreed earlier, actually, because I said that the longer it goes. I think if Wardley can take his power, I think Dubois will bottle it, but I actually think Dubois will do him. I'm on your side. Do you remember the micro Antenucci bang outside the box against Bolton in 2011? I'd show it, Ali, but we got copyright struck the other week. McGilton, not sure. VAR, not sure what he did. All we know is what we know now, BMG. What about Papis, ex-Newcastle striker? I can't fucking say his name. I'm getting them both mixed up. Because there was the one that went to Chelsea, wasn't there? And then I thought it was called Cisse or something. I thought it was called Papa Cisse or something, was he? Yeah, it's Papa Cisse. Is that who you mean, Brett? Did he spit dummy out? Fucking hell, is that why he spat dummy out? Because that's borderline legendary if that's why. Moses is the heavyweight they all need to look out for, as he's got the speed of a middleweight and he's the most promising talent at heavyweight at the moment. He does look a beast, to be fair, and I'm sometimes slow to the party, AO, but he does look a monster, doesn't he? Yeah, it's piss funny. I think Kepa's gone in, Luke. I think we've got Kepa in. That was a legendary moment, that. It was just like, no, I'm not coming off. It was fucking ace. Would you ever take Don Revy as manager in years to come? Probably not now, Harley. So far, I'd have to say Isaac, Gordon and Kepa are the contenders for goal of the night. Yes, indeed. We've definitely got Kepa in there, BMG. Ladies and gentlemen, spitting his dummy out every other week, Martin Keown, and you know it, War Piglet. And you know it, he's a weasel, isn't he? That's why I don't want him winning, mate. Papi said to go to VAR, I don't know about that. Is it Cisse that we're talking about? Did he refuse to play? Did he? Still not anybody said fucking top Tevez. Did he refuse to play? Former Newcastle striker Papi Cisse refused to wear the club's branded shirt because it was featured a paid day loan. Religious objections, pre-season absence. Due to this, he refused to join Newcastle squad on pre-season tour. Was forced to train alone. Resolution: after about a week of talks, a resolution was reached and Cisse agreed to wear the shirt, subsequently returning to the squad. It's always interesting, isn't it, when they basically say, look, mate, unless you play, we're not paying you. And then suddenly everybody's fucking morals go out the window, don't they? Suarez in the VAR box. Xhaka the proper dummy spit. I don't think he spat dummy out with Arsenal. I thought they spat dummy out with him. Tevez spit the dummy out. I'm hoping you're behind me here, BMG. I mean, I'm well behind, I granted, but Xhaka's in. Xhaka's made it in. Jesus. What was that big lanky black guy who run the length of the pitch? Fucking Adebayor. That was Adebayor, BMG. But did he spit dummy out or just kick off? Jack, if your new if your new tune is on YouTube, I might have a prize for likes, subscribers and all that jazz. Appreciate you, Mr. War Piglet. We're going to be releasing music March, April, May, June, July. I want to get the first single out at latest start of July. And then I'm going to do one a month. I've got about 5 or certainly 3 ready. So I just need to let go of them. And my mate's telling me to stop it now. Just let go of them. So I'm on board with it. Mings had a strong work into yes, Yorkshire Peacock back in the booty. Klinsmann had a major fallout with Alan Sugar. VAR did it. Klinsmann fallout with Alan Sugar. That's just brought me on to. There's got to be a few Mourinho players, aren't there? Was famous public drama stemming from Klinsmann's decision to leave Spurs for Bayern Munich after only one season. Perfectly put. That makes me think of Danny Rose. He kicked off with Mourinho, didn't he? I'd agree with that, to be fair. Owen spat dummy out when he wanted to leave Liverpool to play for Madrid, and Liverpool went on to win the Champions League the same year. Owen left. Priceless. I don't know if Coutinho spat dummy out, but he left Liverpool. Same thing happened to him, didn't he? He went down pan, and then Liverpool got really good. Ming is determined to get into the walking yellow 11. Fucking hell. The fucker spat the dummy at his own fans. You know it, Ming. Pontus, when we gave the goal. To be fair, Pontus Janssen used to spit the dummy out a lot. I did not like him. Tevez given. Yes, gets up. Owens in. Gets up. Charlie Taylor, allegedly. Fucking, what's his face? JKA is kind of a spitty dumb out. I was going to say that, you know, BMG, because Lukaku obviously popped up, and he must have done the same thing, so... AO in the building. Pontus, yes, I'll give it, although VAR could overturn if he wants. I agree, because I think he's a little weasel. Matteo Joseph, when Dr. Farker said he weren't first team material. Adebayor was the gloater. Yes, indeed, he was, BMG. Rashford spat his dummy out before leaving Man United. I think that's a good shout. We've had Isaac, the right Reverend Right. Belting shout. And GOTN. Goal of the night. Goal of the night. It's given for me, BMG. Spat dummy out. Even Mrs. Palmer reads a book and does her nails when I am on the job. What? We're all Leeds fans, says Jack, whilst talking about Brett, who is literally the only non-Leeds fan. And you know it, BMG. That was the joke, though, BMG. Don't nick the joke off me, man. Yes, Isaac's in. Little weasel. And they had some mint chats about Isaac. Chants did Newcastle. To be fair, I say mint chants. I was just saying Isaac is a cunt. Isaac is a cunt. But I've actually got a film of that. Of them all singing it. It's mint. Brett will come to Leeds on the last day of the season. He will wake up with a terrible hangover. And when his head clears, the first thing he'll say is marching on together. Yes. Wake up in the hotel. He's there for full weekend as well. So we'll be able to oil him up all weekend. He'll be like, marching. He'll do that thing where like, have you ever had that thing where in front of your head you've got like a lyric and it's just fucking like spinning over in your head and you're not actually awake yet and he'll just be going, marching on together. And then he'll wake up, but he won't sing it while he wakes up. He'll go, have I just been singing Marching On Together? And then he'll be on straight over to portable speaker that he's brought and he'll be like, marching on together, we're gonna see you win. Brett, he knows his Leeds, we are so proud. We are all but shapes in time, Harley. Love it, Mr. War Piglet. Petals in the wind, mate, as my grandma would say. I'm on it for 3 days, Ming, so I might pass over. Yes, Brett. That's what I'm saying, man. There'll be no passing, though, brother. Michael Bridges. Anyone said Tyler Adams. Gomez gang in the building. BMG having straight in there, Gomez gang. Di Canio sat down on the pitch and refused to play when he kept getting fouled in a game. What a legend. Where they ended up winning 5-4 and he took the pen off for Frank. Off Fat Frank. Yes, indeed, BMG. What a character he was. Who was the guy who spat out his dummy and refused to play for his club and said Chelsea was the only club he was willing to play for? Well, I nominate him. Is that Cornetto, AO? I'm not sure if someone said Sinistera, but can I ask the question? I'm only asking the question. To be fair, Sinistera was brought up, but only as a joke by the Right Reverend Wright. And but I think Cine can go in there, can't he? I've just said Cine because it says it there, and I don't actually like nicknaming the prick. Bats and Lasso had a scrap on pitch. I know Lasso could go a bit, couldn't he? There's rumours that Lasso's gay, isn't there? That were like that. I remember that being. Yeah, it says Graham Lasso is not gay. He's heterosexual, married with children. But I seem to remember it was something to do with Fowler, wasn't it? Yeah, the Robbie Fowler incident in 1999. Liverpool's Robbie Fowler taunted Lasso by repeatedly bending over in front of him, encouraging the gay chants. Mental, really, isn't it, that? Because I think he struggled to forgive him for that. So is that literally where it came from? He was good, Lasso, wasn't he? I don't want to talk nice about Chelsea players, but he had a bit about him as well, didn't he? Quite aggressive as well, wasn't he? Really. And Elka's definitely in there with spitting dummy out. He spat dummy out all the time. Did Southall ever spit dummy out? Neville Southall spit dummy out. But 100% BMG on an Elka, he were horrendous for it. Famous piece of football folklore in 1990 during Everton's opening game of the season against newly promoted Leeds United. Everton trailing 2-0 at half-time, eventually falling 3-0 in the second half. Southall famously refused to join his teammates in the dressing room for half-time team talk. Instead, he emerged early and sat against the goalpost for the entire interval. What a lunatic. BMG's not messing about. And Elka definitely BMG, I think. Jimmy the Chin spat his dummy out due to the weight of his chin. You couldn't keep it in, could he, Brett? It's like, come on, Jimmy. Well, he's done a Pontus Janssen. Ali, there's no gaslighting over here, my G. The dummy is out, to be fair, Ming. The rumours are true. To be fair, BMG, fucking hell, he's really hurt when you fucking... I do have a bottle opener, but I know I say it every time. And my hand just looks red raw for some reason. My hand's not that red. The camera's a bit shit, so it just makes everything look like fucking... And now the marks have gone. Oh no, they're still there. It doesn't matter, does it? Catch up, Jack. Yeah, Jimmy the Chin. Yeah, we can't. Nobody's getting a book for abusing Jimmy. Nobody's abused. I can't even talk, which is not a good start, is it? If 78 RPMs get slapping it up in here. Pansies do boneless. Chicken has bones. Suck on it. Get up. Get. Like our kid, if he gets a weak bone in there, he chomps it down, mate. He chungs it down. You can hear him fucking crunching. I'm like, is that a bit of gristle, old boy? He's like, it's a bone. It's a bone. I've had 12 pints today. You don't think I'm going to fucking tackle a bone? I'm tackling the bone. A bit of fucking bone marrow. Did Ancelotti ever spit it out, Ming? Just asking the question. Did Angelotti? Did you ever spit it out, Ming? Angelotti. Southall's in VAR. It's confirmed. BMG. Whether or not it's gone back to the screen as that BMG. It's gone back to the screen because I've confirmed the information. It's over to you now, BMG, to give it on field. It is not, Ming. It is not. Didn't William Gallas? That is a good one. William Gallas definitely did. For some reason, I'm having to Google that, which is not really the idea, but I'm sure he did. Marseille defending William Gallas is not in the squad. Will travel to Bordeaux because he's refused to play at left back. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Roy Keane. I think Roy Keane should be in there. 78 RPM, yeah. Ancelotti. Chalots. What about the whole Moroccan team for walking off the pitch at AFCON? That is, I'm out of here. It's done, the 11's done, Brett. Weren't that England trainer bullying Ben White? Allegedly, War Piglet, yeah. But, you know, you've still got to march off, haven't you? Gareth Bale for Madrid, that fucking top bins that's fucking top bins, is that. And he hits top bins as well, doesn't he? Ronaldo, when he got dropped by Portugal, or anyone, to be fair, Gomez gang, he spat it out against, but even for scum, didn't he? Should have been Arsenal entitled, bunch of twats. Can't stand them. Garnaccio's a good one. Malcolm Bell, I think we've got Roy Keane from Ireland. Your BMG says we've got him. Garnaccio, he spat dummy out. I think I actually went against Pogba, but I think he did kick off, didn't he? I don't think a cheesy chip wrap is in any way correlated to levels of masculinity. I think feminine foods is like tofu. Yeah, but Nikita loves not looking at tofu. You're going to like extreme levels of femininity. I'm just like edging over into the feminine world. And cheesy chips. Right, well, there's only one way to find this out. Can confirm that Dubois has got it by 52%, so it's tight as shit, that. Tight as... Well, we don't need to know how tight it is, but it's tight, let me tell you. Is cheesy chips, particularly when you've had a drink, particularly when you've had a drink, feminine? Feminine? You know what I'm on about, it doesn't matter, does it? Didn't Adriano take some me time and miss half a season? Adriano was messed up, wasn't he? Adriano was mint as well. He had some real fucking issues, didn't he, Roller Blunt? Genuinely. But that one, yeah, it will have done. It will have had some me time, yeah. Because I think he's borderline fucking homeless now, isn't he, Adriano? Do you know, I'm thinking Sol Campbell Jordan. That's a good one, to be fair. But did he sort of downplay that? He downplayed that a bit, didn't he? That might need to let me try catch up here. That's a good one if that's true, to be fair. Because I don't remember. I know Essien didn't kick off at Chelsea, but that might be a dummy out job before. That's a good shout here. Aubameyang, definitely. That's a good one again. BMG, you're on fire tonight, to be fair. BMG, you can award yourself with man at match here. That's a belter. Aubameyang, definitely. He's kicked it off a few times. He spat dummy out to get to Arsenal as well, didn't he? Didn't he sort of piss and whinge a bit at Dortmund? Southgate sitting on his goal line for the whole of half-time, refusing to get off the pitch. That's spitting the dummy, mate. His back chat is this, though, Ming. He's coming in strong. Coming out strong. Not sure on this, but I'll give him on field. I'll trust you. I believe that, but it seems out of his character as well, which is a bit mental. Sinistera, Luke's not letting it go. What about David Villa, the game he's rolling, pretending to be injured? But as soon as the opponent grabbed him, he jumped up, kicking off. Well, that's just ball baggery, though, isn't it, Brett? That's just mint stuff, just knobhead stuff, innit? It's on field. Robin did it nearly every game to his own teammates. Yeah, I know, Roller Blunt. There's that mint footage, isn't there, of Ribery, like, really laughing at him. Really laughing at Robbery. There's a couple of them, Robin on bench, and they're really laughing. It's piss funny. Julie Neary in the wings. Is she in the wings? Yes, Julie. Geets up, Julie. Appreciate you, my love. One of the best things about getting older is women no longer throwing themselves at me. It was tedious 30 years or so ago. Honestly, 78 RPM, and I don't believe it's not still happening. It's just a different fettle of woman, isn't it? But you know, they all look decent, bent over. Bamber! I don't think that's dummy spitting, but I'll controversially give it on field. I can't remember. Oh, on the David Villa. What are we doing? Amadi Arse 11. Basically, to be fair, CB, welcome, by the way. But yeah, it basically is. BMG and Essien 100% spat dummy out at his old club. He refused to play for them and eventually forced the move to Chelsea. They spit the dummy out 11. Thank you very much to Reverend Wright. I will be using it, mate. So I appreciate you, man. But you will get a shout out in the thing. But boys and girls, I need a piss, and I'm gonna go get a beer because I'm only a quarter of the way down that one. But I need to get another one, so I'm gonna go for a slash. So you all know what that means. But we're gonna lead with some new shit. Although this isn't new, I played it last week, but nobody do it how he does it. Because I need a slash, and I can't catch up. Dion Dublin struggling. BRB boys.
a station. I questioned over. It's time to mind. Every step returning to in the golden age in the sun. Fever, fever, let the silence roll. How the darkness, let the pieces go. Fever, fever, the night is mine. Deep rhythm, it keeps me mine. Set me free.
Five-a-side tournament tomorrow, you know, boys. I aren't lagging. Appreciate you, CB. Welcome, brother. CB match on together. Wayne Bridge, you'd spat dummy out, yes. A few of them did that to Vinny Jr., didn't they? PMG. I've ordered a cheesy chip wrap. Yes, Dale Hodgson. Yes, my G. What's good? Can confirm, to be fair, after 16 votes, you're 50-50 with the feminine cheesy chip. I mean, I didn't put cheesy chip wrap in fairness, Dale. Sorry, Dale. Harley, so maybe I'm in the wrong, mate. You know, we'll see how we go. Don't get in my ear. I'm waiting for VAR in my earpiece. That's when, the 45-minute wait occurs. Beckham spat his dummy out and kicked someone in the 98 World Cup. Again, that's on field. On the field. Before pharmaceuticals, it was white willow bark and opium. The good old days, Cletus. Zlatan's in. Yes, Gary Sprake twatted Bobby Gold. Does that count? If we're not doing the let's have a fight on the field. Beckham is in for the spat with Fergie. To be fair, yes, don't call him Fergie though, BMG. Yap Stam. Did Yap Stam refuse to play? I know they kicked off, but mind you, he doesn't have to refuse to play, just spit dummy out, doesn't he? But he didn't refuse to play, but he did storm out of a training session shortly before his abrupt sale to Lazio. That's a belter, Phil S33, which feels like a new name to the channel, so I appreciate you, brother. Yap Stam, absolutely. That's a good one. Ian Dowie, the head kicker. Gomez Gang. No, but Shrek claimed that Revit did bribe, so could get in on that basis. Fucking hell, that's a bit mental, isn't it? It wouldn't surprise me, though, to be fair. Bremner and Keegan ripping their shirts off in Charity Shield match. CB's desperate to see a scrap here, I think. Stam's goal at night contender, I think. Hey, oh, he's in the ball bag 11 though, isn't he? Lee Boyan, you'll get CB going with this one. Okay, BMG. CB's got everybody thinking about scrapping. Before that, it's the narcotics. There were plenty of natural mind benders. That's how suicidal warriors like berserkers. It's the narcotics. Obviously, don't want this to happen, Brett, but imagine you're having an heart attack on the last day of the season. Brett sadly passed away today watching Leeds United with fellow Leeds fans. Well, I must say, I wasn't finding that funny, Ming, until the very last moment, and that would be the headline, wouldn't it? He was doing what he loved. He was watching the mighty Leeds United with his friends. who we met in first person for the very first time. Who was it under Bielsa lost his head when told to give the goal back? It were Pontus Jansson. He got in there, didn't he, Luke? Yeah, he's in there. He's in. I think he's in. Still better than having a conversation with the wife, Ming. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Brett. Magist hat. Can't wait to be math safe, says Dale Hodgson, and you know it, mate. Pontus Janssen, yes. Jamie Carragher never kicked. I mean, he's fucking spat dummy out, to be fair. Rollerball, I know what you're up to there, to be fair. Pontus Ponson is like a portmanteau of his first and last name. Portmanteau. Meaning. Is a literary and linguistic device where two or more words are joined together by blending the sounds and meanings to create a new word. I love it, BMG. I love it. Cocaine has been found in Egyptian mummies. Narcotics have been around for millennium. Tell him again, Gomez. Cocaine have been found in Egyptian mummies. Narcotics have been around for millennium. Love it. Gomez gang, they've all been on sniff, all been on bag. Come on now, let's not... Because I'll be constantly in fear of fucking some outrageous happening to Brett. When we're trying to relax. We're trying to kick back and relax. Carragher, how he literally spat on a child. That's not about... Well, he spat the dummy back in. To her mouth. That's the chap. There's the chap. Pap Cece I'll give after a fine bit of VAR work. Yes, indeed, BMG. Take me to my wake, Ming, before you get rid of me. Come on, guys. Stay loose. Throw Latiz off Sky, but keep Cara, the kid spitter, in. Yeah, this is, you know, all feminine, all feminists go on about footy and that, don't they? This is where the boys' club is. It's like Letizia is not, you know, I mean, to be fair, Carragher's a better pundit than Letizia, ain't he? Whether you like Carragher or not, that is just factual. But, you know, that's where the boys' club comes in, isn't it? And, like, you know, when Lineker's getting banned for talking politics shit online, you know, bringing politics into football and just banging on about everything all the time. And they all stand by him, don't they? But when Letizia says, "Oh, maybe he shouldn't get the jab," they all come for him, don't they? And it's nobody ever comes to his defence. It's a madness. Did Duncan Ferguson spit dummy out? I know he hits pretty much everybody. Losing his temper and throwing a tantrum is often phrased. Yeah, it's often intense aggression on field violence rather than a sulky tantrum. Yeah, he were a different breed on it, to be fair. He did in that one. I didn't mind the Villa goal, but the shit when we didn't get promoted, I thought it was weasel behaviour. Trust me. Is that actually what he said, BMG? Danny Rose, it definitely had an altercation, didn't they? He spat his gum at a fan on a Champions League night, I believe. You'll have to fact check. I didn't mean the spit in the car. Yeah, well, do you mean you're on about when he ran up the fucking fence and he was like trying to get to some fan? He's off his head, he's Carragher. No doubt about it. A Scouser, Luke. That was I'm terrible at accents, to be fair. We're not here for accents, are we? Coutinho's in. What is your prediction for Monday night? Yes, Dale, I'm off to the game, mate. I'm unbeaten on the road this year. So every away game I've gone to, I'm unbeaten. Which is meaningless, but kind of means much to me. I'm going to say 2-1. I think we'll score early and then I think they'll equalise. And I think we'll do them in 60 minutes and then hang on. How's about that? We're already safe by then, says BMG, loving it. Even though I'm not, because I want West Ham to win. What a fucking season. Yes, Mingy boy. Get up, Mingy. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you more than you'd ever know, Mingy. We'll be alright, Dale. We're done, mate. It's done. I don't think it ever got fully brandished, to be fair, BMG. Yeah, he does, yeah. He doesn't tell anybody about it. I forgot to look at this, to be fair. Let's have a look. Fuck me, they're not 2-0 up anymore, Ming. I know you're well in front of me. 4-0 up. I thought that was a bit of an unusual result, really, as well, at, when they beat them 1-0. Brett will be a Leeds fan 27-28 when he needs a team to cheer on match at days. Sunderland won't be on it. Ooh. Yeah, let's... It's 50-50 on the feminine chips. Who goes down first? If anyone. Leeds, Sunderland. Oh. No, I don't need to put neither, do I? There's no point in putting neither. Because I can't help but back us. Brett, I think we stay up longer. That is a bold moment as well, BMG. That's staunch stuff. They're both in there, AO. They're both in. Pajamas. Real men don't wear PJs. Let's pull it up. No, we'll let that fester. Sunderland are already 75%. I presume after 8 votes, 25%. Oh, that's 2 votes, to be fair. Is that 2 votes? Leeds on 25%. Yaya Toure cried over not getting a birthday cake. He also started telling Mancini that he wants to play up top and stuff, didn't he? Which, to be fair, he was fucking right, because he was mint up there. Yeah, is that... Yeah, yeah. The So Gay rumour was unsubstantiated, and just because he was posh, and then that Fowler thing, yeah, BMG, it's mental, innit, how it catches, though. It's awful. Not that it matters, but I just mean, it's awful, just... he doesn't need that, does he? Doesn't deserve that. Not that it's a bad thing, but, just that it's like, it's like, why am I getting labelled with this? I'm hard as fuck. Not in the cock for men, but which I'm sure he was thinking himself. So Southall's in. Come on, lose yesterday, Lodgson. Appreciate you, my G. I started saying my G, by the way. Mingy's going to feel more appreciated now we've given Southall. He'll probably be a bit looser now, yeah. Vinnie Jones was partial to spitting his dummy. I don't think Vinnie Jones is just hardcore, was he? Luke was running away with man of the match early doors. Now I'm not even sure anyone else has done enough to rest. Well, this is it, BMG, I'm still happy with my Tevez moment, so Luke appreciating the man of the match. I appreciate myself. Nobody else. Fucking these things. Determined to do it, though. Have a yellow, man. Get them yellow stuck up you, will you? I agree, Phil, because I was saying about they all admitted it in John Terry and Lampard and all them. They all admitted it. They just refused to play. And like Drogba, when they were like anything that happened in club, they just blankly refused to play or do all about it. So I'm on board with that, Phil. Get them in, BMG. Yes, Lukey boy. I take yellow and raise you. Don't give a fuck. Ming, you went right way about getting me letting AO get you mechanically. Although you can't get mechanically cut off when you've been giving super chats, mate. And not that it's about the super chats, to be fair, Ming, but you know, the appreciation levels. You know, I do have to back. I have to back my guy. I have to back the man. I've got hiccups, fuck's sake. Well, John Terry said it, BMG, with he said it in interviews where he talks about lamps all the time, and he says, me, lamps, and Didier. He's definitely in that loop. I'm looking forward to slapping him up next year. Been mint. But he's John Terry's admitted it, that they were all in on it. It's outrageous. I was going to say Hargreaves a spat dummy with Fergie, but Hargreaves himself actually handled it with class. Hargreaves can't go in there, BMG, I agree. The present Mrs. City like in tofu. Could be wrong, but can't see it. No chance, Ming. No chance. I won't have it in-house, mate. Did either McQueen or Jordan do it to force their move to scum? I don't know about that, BMG. Let me catch up if that needs to go to VAR, but some of you boys will know. Even Alan Carey's not gay enough to eat cheesy chip wrap. That's where I'm at, 78 RPM, but many people disagree. Barthez spat his dummy out. Is that right? With scum? Yes, Ira, yes. Gator, that means Mr. Whitesnake's in the background somewhere. I know Ira's the dog, but subscribe to Ira the dog, the rescue dog. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful channel. Saul Campbell, I don't know if he refused to play, but I know he wanted out. Spat dummy out, because when I put refuse to play, it's slightly different. 4th of July 2021. Arsenal, this is the Mirror. Arsenal hero Sol Campbell delubbed. Arsenal hero Sol Campbell dubbed as the Judas cunt. Where have them articles gone? Do you know what I mean? Where have them articles gone? Where you've got fucking the Mirror saying shit like that. It's mint. Sol Campbell gets in it for this, to be fair. I remember him saying about him and Rooney having a laugh on Overlap and saying that he wouldn't speak to him because he felt like he dived in an Arsenal game, so he won't speak to Rooney. That's dummy out shit, innit? I like a Peppa Pig, though. What are you saying on Peppa Pig's War Piglet? Did Barthez ever spit dummy out? It wouldn't surprise me with Barthez, to be fair. Yes, Fabian Barthez did spit the dummy out in literal and figurative sense during a match. Oh, it was an incident. It's an incident. Marseille and Morocco club Casablanca. Barthez was accused of spitting at the referee. Fucking hell. The incident scored, a brawl broke out. The punishment, Barthez was initially handed a 6-month ban, 3 months suspension. The denial, Barthez argued that he did not spit directly in the referee's face, though he acknowledged his behaviour was regrettable. He was forced to perform community service as part of his punishment. Why? A disaster. Daylight Ribbery, and you know it, BMG. Fucking, is that how far back I am? Piss song. It came on strong, that piss song. Well, still no sign. Still no. Well, it's also a beer run though, BMG. And sometimes Cat will get a bit close and I like to stroke him. I didn't realise that was super chat as well, Ming, to be fair, you mad bastard. But still no sign of Bob on the lives, but Bob's popped in a couple of times to videos and commented, which is amazing. 'Cause I miss Bob. Don't worry about Bob. She's a wonderful man. Yes, Lukey boy, my guy. Get up. Yes, me, mate. They call her Natasha. When she looks like Elsie. I don't know what that means. That is some fat bass. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Luke. I'm going to get it. It needs a proper good mix down, I reckon, Luke. And then it's... and then we're having it. It's not going to be the first one out. It's going to be a different one out first, I think. It's not all in the spit, though, AO. That track is so good, Jack. Last decent tune I heard, the Prodigy, Sleaford Mods Acid Mix. That is on par. Well, the Right Reverend Right. That's crazy talk. But I'll take it. It will be coming out. That I just need to. I need to get a proper plan sorted, man. And yeah, need to get a proper plan sorted. But that's very nice here, Right Reverend Right. Yeah, it's good. It's that that it's the alias, Enar. It's the in the wings. It's the Molly Bangers. I appreciate. It's the Molly Bangers. Yes, Luke. We'll have to sort a release party out. We'll just drop some absolute hooters all night. Get up, Mingy. Fucking slow down, Mingy. You're on fire tonight, Ming. You go careful there now, my love. Appreciate you, Ming. You're a ledge, mate. We're dropping you a text in a minute to slow it down. Yes, go meet Molly, Ming. She loves me. Get up. They're all in. 3-0 up now, Villa. They've done it, Peter White. Love it. Yes, War Piglet. She's not here, so is she with you? No, Molly's never with me, Ming. Does Coop count for if you don't want to be here, then fuck off, Malcolm Bell? That's just a legendary call out to the Rat 11, isn't it? That's Cooper goes in. We should have played a clip of Cooper before this 11 and gone. Do you know what I mean? At the start and gone. Played a clip of Luke, although he's not Luke. Who's Luke? Well, we know Luke is. Luke's a legend, but there's Luke, but that's not what I meant. I meant Coops. Yeah, we should have played a clip of him. I know there's no clip of him saying it, but it's like, if you don't want to be here, fuck off. It's all. Like and subscribe, redeem thyself, and you know it. Yes, Mr. War Piglet, appreciate you, man. 36 watching, only 48 likes. We know we're on that rotisserie. Appreciate every which one of you. He's the antithesis of a dummy spitter. Is Coops. He does not spit the dummy. Barthez can sit on bench. Big dog. Big dunk, I'd say. Not really. Big Duncan can't go on there. It's too hard. Don't be fooled, Jack. Andy's nowhere to be seen, and new names are popping up in chat. Hey, fucking hell, even more burners, man. Jesus, is it 4-0? I can't remember what I looked at it. Fucking hell. I looked at it at 4-0. I told you in the past to your present it was 4-0, didn't I? What a tit. I wonder if Rafinha would have spat dummy out if he'd refused to let him go to Barca. Yeah, he would have done, BMG, you know. He actually would have done. Love that RPM. Let me pull this up. 88% think Sunderland are going down first. Gates up. Spurs away. Win. Lose. Draw. Gates up. Slap that up. Up the Villa. Wolfie can go and get fucked. I know Brett, he's hanging about for another year now, isn't he, Brett? Antithesis. That'll be a word Jack will have to Google. To be fair, Malcolm, do you know you've done me there because I don't know what it means, but I know it means, I know Cooper, and I know it would mean the opposite. Antithesis is the exact opposite of someone or something. You see, I know when we're talking about fucking Liam Cooper and somebody says he's the antithesis of a spitty dummy man, I know where we're living with that one. Someone threw a pound coin at Carrot and he turned round and chucked it back into the crowd. Moron. I've probably said this, BMG, but my favourite one is with Suarez when they're like throwing like 2p's at him and stuff. And he started putting him in his sock. That's my favourite one, bar one. With Danny Alves when he eats the banana before the corner. That's the best moment in footballing history. Roller Blunt, thank you so much, man. Handing them memberships out like Santa Claus. Appreciate you, brother, truly. It's extremely kind of you, sir. Thank you very much, man. Santa Claus. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Roller Blunt. When's this fucking wedding happening, boy? Not... Yeah, I'm now going to go against what I just said, but I know, yes. Rads were at Barcelona a lot as well when I used to go there, and he'd be like showing like videos of Rafinha. Do you remember that? He put it on his phone or something. He like showed video of Rafinha like scoring goals, and then it was like he was in the new camp. It was all a bit like weird, or not weird, but must be getting old. Just got yes, Mr. Whitesnake. Gates up. Got up 1 to 2 hours ago. To be fair. I've had a busy week. Good morning, fellow Underlappers. Appreciate you, Mr. Whitesnake. Snakey getting the love. Found Kate doing bird rants on YouTube. Gates up, War Piglet. My PJs is full Leeds kit. Full kit wanker and I don't care. Kegs and lot. Socks, kegs. Head, shoulders, knees and toes covered, Luke. I wear PJs. Goes with my gimp mask. Yes, Ming. Fucking love it, Ming. Love it from you there, Mingy. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake getting the love. The Donna's arrived. The snake bites getting the love. Could you say Mbappe demanded their world promise everything fucked off to Madrid? Mbappe's a dick slap, to be fair. So I don't know if it's dummy spitting out vibes, but I think he does spit the dummy out. I think he's a bit of a dick slap, but also I think maybe these players get branded with this stuff sometimes, but. BMG taking Mbappe, and I actually do agree with that, to be fair. Yes, Leeds man, fear not, brother. I hope not, man. I genuinely hope not. I hope they beat Arsenal and then we beat Spurs. It don't make a difference. We're fine. I hope they draw with Arsenal at the very least. Take it easy, Brett. Thank you, man. Top G. Appreciate you, man. Ming, no more from you now, Ming. That's enough. You got to know when to say when, Mingy. We appreciate you, brother. But just because Mr. Whitesnake's in the building doesn't mean we have to... we appreciate you, man. I don't want it, BMG. I can't have Arsenal winning league. I'd rather have a squeaky bum time on last day of the season. I think we'll be fine. That's where I'm edging my bets. I think we'll be fine. Snakey getting the love. Did we have a Judas 11, which I can post if you want? We did have a Judas 11. Get it slapped in, BMG, yeah. I am 100% doing these 11s though, end of season. So I'm going to try and get BMG on for, but see what he says. When one left t'other cried to follow, who went first, Jordan or McQueen? It's like the chicken and the egg, innit, War Pigs? The entire 1974 Leeds United squad for 44 days anyway. To be fair, extremely controversial 78 RPM, but there's got to be a bit of an argument for that, hasn't there? Genuinely. The spreadsheet's coming, BMG, and you know it. And you know it, my G. With BMG, honestly, I know I say this every week, but the work that BMG has done is remarkable, and he will be getting shouted out all pre-season here. Although, to be fair, there's that many fucking games. There's that many... We're on like 25 or 26 11s that we've put together. I say we've put together. BMG's done the hard work and put together. We've just conversated it. It's amazing, BMG. You're a legend, mate. Everybody give a shout out to BMG. But yeah, what am I saying? I forgot what I'm saying. I'm praising BMG, but I was going somewhere with it. Yeah, there ain't enough weeks. I'm going to do it weekly, but we'll just keep it going. If I can get if I do 8 before I release one, I can get in front, and then I should be able to, do you know what I mean? Then I should be able to keep on top of it. Because it's tremendous work, BMG. It's legendary. Is anyone else pissed off with the narrative from Spurs that they automatically beat us on Monday? Oh, we beat the twats. I don't know what's happened, Leeds, man. What's happened to them? They've been absolutely pony all season. And now they're fucking giving it the big one, aren't they? Like where the schmucks. It's like we're the favourite going down there. They've been shite. They've got a new manager in and they've won a couple of games, have they? I don't even know. Have they won a couple of games? Because they were still shit when he turned up for at least a couple of weeks. They beat Wolves. Fucking hell, well done. Well, good for you. They beat Villa, fair enough. Drew with Brighton, drew with Spurs. Got beat to Sunderland. Brett's gone now, so I can slag them off. I'm only kidding. But, Sunderland, we're like Sunderland. Notts Forest got beat 3-0 to. Drew with Liverpool. They've been shit. Quacker. Is Ravel Morrison is he a spit the dummy out man? Or is he just don't fancy it, man? But I take it as a bit of a spitting dummy out, to be fair. That's not fulfilling potential 11, isn't it, that? If you believe what people say about his potential, because there's fucking hundreds of them, isn't there? I think it was either the dog Ming or Mr. Whitesnake on wrong profile. Although I don't know if Karen gives Mr. Whitesnake full access. Full access to many things, but not the YouTube channel. I don't mind the shout of the 74 team VAR. Could be a great shout. Poor fellas. End up in that 11. The West Coast Warlords. Of ruthless BMG. Keeping an eye on you boys, Ming, while eating cheesy chips. Karen, you're allowed to be eating cheesy chips, my love. Unless it's Mr. Whitesnake on your account, like I've just discussed. David Harry, Quat, Gordon McQueen. We're back on scrapping here. I've just nearly fucking cut my fucking chin open with. I had edge at bottle top in my hand and I keep going like that and I fucking did it quite aggressively. I don't know if that is going to end up in a... Fucking hell, that hurt, did that. But I'm hard as fuck out. Both in the pants and in the mind. For those of you who don't know, I always review the chat on Friday mornings and post the full squad in the comments, plus man of the match and goal of the night, and bookings if I remember them. It's sensational stuff, BMG. Truly is. Luke Jack actually has the sheet with all the previous 11s, so you can maybe get that up sometime. It's on, BMG. We'll get it up before the night is young. Desmond said to Molly. Lukey boy, my lad. Getting the love. Coops was complete opposite of a dummy spit, and you know it. 78 RPM. JackCity mixed party for the World Cup song release. Can you imagine, War Piglet? We're making some peas out of that, won't we, old mucker? The Judas 11 is Revy, Sam Johnson, Ashley Cole, McQueen, Sol Campbell, Jordan, Figo, Cantona, Kuhl, Alan Smith, Adebayor, Mo Johnson, Dennis Law, and Tevez. Tevez makes it in a few, doesn't he? It fucking blew my mind a bit, the spacing, to be fair, BMG. But, you can't ask too much. Deep Purple have a new album out called Splat. Well, boom, splat, stab me in the back, boom, that. Can't remember what words now, but that's one of my favourite songs. It's not Deep Purple, but Jack, big shout out to BMG for all the time he spends on the 11 and keeping track of things. It's beast mode, mate. He's a legend. Thank you, Luke, for giving BMG the love he deserves. Yes, Lee Jones, appreciate you, man. What you saying? How's your Thursday going? BMG getting the beast mode. I'm off to watch Devil Wears Prada 2, boys. That's my level of... I'm up for it as well. So, you know, I was on about cheesy chip wrap on the feminine side. I'm off to watch Devil Wears Prada 2. And I'm looking forward to it. That's what fucking really worries me. Is anyone forgetting Villa gave the Cockwombles a lifeline? Fuck Villa. Hope they lose the final. 78 RPM. Bent over, didn't they? And took it up the wrong side. Red card for sarcasm, Ming. Whoa, 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 whoa. You what? There's a good Sunday League one where a guy misses a chance, overruns into the crowd and takes a drink of some bloke's beer. That sounds truly sensational, to be fair. Be better if it's a cup of tea, but... Nah, beer all day. I'm only messing about. I like my tea, but, you know... Shut the fucking West Cup, the fucking dead to make a fucking... Fucking made me fucking cunt, you fucking bastard. You fucking... I want to know what love is. I need another piss, boys. Raf scored a brace for his club literally right before getting on the plane to join us. No dummy spitting, even though he didn't want to be sold. It was amazing, to be fair to us. To be fair to him, it was unbelievable for us. The Moustache 11, we can definitely get the Moustache 11 up. We can get it all up, to be fair, BMG, but the Moustache 11 needs to come up, doesn't it? I said that other week, didn't we? Sorry, Ben. BMG put together I don't want to reveal the 11s, but I'll do the Moustache. Shut his fucking mint. So the other week, well, I don't know how many weeks ago was it BMG, but we did the Moustache 11, and BMG put together the Moustache 11. And this is Underlap personified for me, this. Oh, it's not. Hang on, I'm gonna have to get rid of your comment, BMG. Oh, you can't see Rush. Let me take the. There we go. Yes, that's the Moustache 11. What some belters there, isn't there? You got the manager Del Bosque, Yurtup, perfect Tash, Grobbelaar, oh, mighty Tash that. You got Breitner, right back. Bosh, that's Tash and all, innit? That's Tash and everything. Tommy Smith, thick, strong, bold. You got Brian Kiltline, solid centre-back stuff, that, innit? Raoul Power got it all at left-back, ain't he, there with him? With that there, got it all. You got John Walk, who's got a winger's Tash, hasn't he? It's strong. There's strength in there, but it's not power, is it? It's not Paul Power. It's John Walk, innit? It's right wing, wavered but heavy, strong, baller. And then we're into centre mids, aren't we? We're not quite Tommy Smith and Kilt line solid defence. Do you know what I mean? We're into Souness and Cassio. I don't know who Frank Cassio is, to be fair, but the ball touch. But Tommy Smith stronger and it's darker. That one's dark and deep. But, you know, he's a strong centre mid, isn't he? And then we've got Ravellino, who's... Well, he's got it all, and he's the outlet, isn't he? You're giving him ball at every opportunity. You give him the ball, don't you? Ian Rush, who I've got to say, in that photo, looks like he should be on a different list. Whether or not it's an 11 or not, it looks like he should be, well, in trouble. And then Rudolly, he's got it. He's more hair than Tash. I actually think without that hair, the Tash is even stronger. But with the hair, he's just got it all. And I mean, Cassio in centre mid is a bit like that with hair as well. He's got the shitloads of hair going on there. What's your favourite Tash off that? Seriously, who's got your favourite Tash on there? Tash on. Controversial. Aronson spat dummy out when Union Berlin turned out the grass was not greener. I don't know if the Loanies did spit the dummy out, though, the right Reverend Wright. I think to some extent, I just don't. They're just not here to be Leeds, are they? That's the thing. They don't give a fuck, do they, about Leeds? That's all it is. They just after bettering their career, aren't they? But I know what you mean. You know, he's left, hasn't he? So. Get one of these Tashes, BMG. Get one of these Tashes. Lee Jones, my lad. Reverend Aronson, no, but the likes of Wobber, Koch, Christensen, etc. maybe VAR. They can all go on there, aren't they? But yes, Dale Hodgson. We're on the verge, mate. We're on the cusp. Fuck me, the 44 days is burnt into our minds. If you're a certain age, the 44-day fast. Spurs might not be that good as they think. I agree. They snuck past Wolves, who are shit at best. Shit, and beat Villa, who played like a pub team. They're still shit, albeit have loads of injuries. They're still shit, man. There's a long way coming. There's a long way to come back from them. Spurs fans and pundits are idiots. Scrappy win over Wolves and Villa all over. We beat them on Monday. Burst the bubble. You've only... Old habits die hard, don't they? Do you know what I mean? You've only got to put them under cosh a bit, like my man Ampadu will do, and they'll be quivering in the boots again, boy. Both Spurs and West Ham fans plus pundits talk as if we are an easy points. 3 points, fuck them all. It's madness. It's crazy. We've been so much stronger than them all season. He's an easy rider. Cock wombles no Leeds for. Release the fire beast, baby. I do as well, Dale Hodgson, certainly do. Rio Ferdinand, or whatever the twat is called. I don't know if he spat dummy at Mr. Whitesnake, but he's definitely a weasel. We haven't had an on-field broken leg, horrific to injury 11. That'd make me want to stop playing football, BMG. Although, to be fair, fucking have sucked that. Footman's gone down. Is that a joke? Shit the bed, that one's gone down a bit too easy. Twatters. No, I don't. He's just a dickhead, isn't he? The rotund. Love the rotund. What a word as well, BMG. Sheffield boys has blades to shave at JackCity. Leeds, we have... we shave wives' bottle tops. Love it, mate. Jack, you are blessed with the whole family on the chat tonight. Mr. and Mrs. Snake and Ireg. Yeet up. Shout out to Ira up. She's settled on the old lap. Chilling. Living in Chillville. He's a dickhead, Mr. Whitesnake. You're not wrong there, mate. Yes, indeed, BMG. Appreciate you, BMG. come back as well for that, boys and Bob and Mimi. A guy watching Devil Wears Prada thinks cheesy chips are gay whilst he does the locomotive to Kylie. Only on the underlap. 78 RPM. It's all about life's a living contradiction in it, RPM. And you know it. You know it. We're busting, to be fair, Luke, at this point. Cannot be denied. Yes, Richie 6-7. Evening, Jack. So easy for Villa tonight. Martinez wasn't troubled. Yeah, we didn't watch the game if it was over here getting sloshed up. But, yeah, they pumped him, didn't they? Fun fact, Harrison scored our first goal in the Prem when we first went up and our last goal before relegation. Well, I've got a bit of a joke about Harrison, because whenever you see these fucking highlights of the past however many years, he's in every single one of them. And this idea that he was shit, I'm up for. It's fine. I don't care about the bloke. It's fine. He's gone. Not bothered. And he needs to go in the summer. But the idea that he were shit for us is just when we were shit, and he was actually one of the better players. And I took some heat actually off Big Luke, who's gone to darts tonight in Leeds. So yes, Powers number one. How did Firpo not get in? He did make the bench, yes, BMG, indeed he did. Brightness is impressive. It's a fucking monster, mate. It's a monster. Brightness getting the love. And you know it, Warpilly. We need to do a Brightness getting the love, 100%. We need to get 11 versus 11, don't we, sorted? But we can do that on the underlap, and then that's what we'll do. So we'll do an 11 versus 11 once we start releasing the videos in the new year. I keep saying in new year, in the new season. That's how my years work in seasons. And then we'll do 11 versus 11, and we'll see. We'll fight it out. But we won't do that on the underlap. We'll do it on. That's my thoughts, Mr. Whitesnake. That is exactly my thoughts, dude. Yeah, we'll do that on a random day where we'll do an 11 versus 11, and then that prompts the next vid. Can you zoom in on Brightner? The one is Village People vibes. I can't zoom in. I don't know how to. I don't have the. I don't have the technique, I don't think. BMG. I don't know how to. I probably can, but I can only like zoom in on my own screen. You know what I'm like? I'll end up chucking myself out of the fucking thing. Aronson never spat his dummy out at all, not even slightly. He protected his international career and did. Well, he fucked off, yeah. Yeah, he did. He fucked off. Oh, the Prowler is perfect. Kiddie Fid is a monster of a tash. That is tremendous. Do we have a Weasel 11? The Weasel Knievel. We can. I've got a good scope of what a weasel is, BMG. To be fair, do we have a Muslim break under the lights on Monday? Just asking. People don't find out till it happens. Is it Ramadan? We'll do a Ramadan 11. We'll do it. We'll do an all encompassing religious 11. Bring the religion in. Harrison only seemed to play well in the summer. BMG. Brutal. Love hurt in the 70s. I'm just singing the same song in any which way at this point. Weasel would be hard to do because sleazy, nasty turncoats could be in the Judas team. They go in the Judas, but I know what a weasel is when I see one, Mr. Whitesnake. Slippery when wet. I love it, Ming. That's a bit horny though. A guy that, like the Devil Wears Prada, creams over Jack Harrison, Paul Nikita. I do not cream over Jack Harrison. 78 RPM. I'm happy to worry about Nikita's, well-being. I'm happy for you guys to worry about that. But I'm not creaming over Jack Harrison. But I do like the Devil Wears Prada. Yes, Cal Leeds, what's good, big man? Hold control and spin the mouse wheel. That might zoom it. A Google pip of Bretner. I could do a Google pick of Bretner, couldn't I, to be fair? But I'm going to piss my pants. But Paul Breitner. I've started calling him Bretner for some reason. Football, I've spelled it so badly wrong. Fuck me, that is... I'll just go individual with him. I'll just fucking pull him up here. That is fucking mental. I'll tell you what I'll do actually. I'll go full tash and nose, no eyes. We'll go full tash. Full tash and nose, no eyes. That's what we'll do. And this is one of the images that I will be deleting off my fucking computer, to be fair. I want the full tash and nose. Look at that. That's up close and personal, innit? Love it. Take it easy, Karen. I keep calling it Ira. Sorry, my dear. Appreciate you, Karen, my love. Hope you're well. Yes, Callie's getting the love. Karen getting the love. Yeah, he's 100% the right Reverend Wright. I've actually got good at saying your name now. I understand it now. He only give a shit about himself, didn't he? Without a shadow of a doubt. But they all do, don't they? They're all using it as a stepping stone. You just want them to come here with right attitude. And like Stack has come with right attitude, hasn't he? And I don't think he'll be here forever. If he gets a big move in next year or so, he will go. If somebody potentially, we need to worry a little bit in summer, you know. Somebody could come in for a player like Stack, I think. And he will go. And the club will let him go. We're in a weird place, aren't we? You could do 1 11 versus another 11 and pick the best player per position and have a series of knockouts to arrive at the final all-time 11. That is it. I never thought that's what I was saying, BMG, about the 11 versus the 11. But then there's the final 11, isn't there? Get up. We'll draw them out of hats as well, Brett. I've just called you Brett again. This is fucking insane. I think this is actually part of my brain here. I think it's like a joke in my mind now, but I've had a drink. BMG. We'll pull them out of hats, the 11s, and then they'll have face-offs. The fucking mint will that. If cockwombles have a religion, it's likely the polar opposite to Islam. They are the Yids, remember. Well, yeah, we stay loose. 78 RPM. I know, BMG, I know. I'm so sorry, man. I can't remember if we had a redemption arc 11. Aronson will contend. Aronson would be the main man. He'd be the top G, wouldn't he? I need to stop saying top G because it's like Andrew Tate, but I meant he'd be the G, wouldn't he? They call that look the Jason King. A poncy British TV detective in the 1970s. Understood, Roger Slicker. You've been quiet tonight, old boy. Where have you been at? Could do the underlappers 11 out of who is in the chat, BMG. Get the underlaps 11 in. Brendy is a career professional footballer. Nature of the beast these days. That's all they care about, War Piglet. And you're on the inside, mate. You know what day it is. What you could do, BMG, is see what players appears the most in each position and have the final 11. Well, there's definitely some that have drifted over into many squads. But on that tashy note, guys, I'm going to leave you with Ian Rush's tash there because I need a piss and I'm actually going to finish a track, I think. I've got another hour left in me, I reckon, before I'm like, put something in the oven and fall over. So I appreciate every which one of you, as you well know. You've enjoyed the evening. JT at the start of the night, but then does one because I don't think JT fully likes me anymore, but he popped in today, which was nice. Shout out to 78 RPM for the chat. Super chat's very nice of you, dude. You're a legend, mate. You strike again, you know it. Ming for handing them memberships out like he's Santa Claus, and Roller Blunt for handing them memberships out like he's Santa Claus. Thank you, Ming, for the super chat. You're a legend, mate. Appreciate you. And you know when you're unliked when Roger Slicker's watching an old Michael Caine film instead of his boy. I know where the love lies. The love's been lost. Oh, we can agree on that, Dale Hodgson. We can agree on that. The Right Reverend Wright. Look out for the short. It'll be tomorrow, Right Reverend Wright. A belter, mate. Shout out to every which one of you. Thank you, BMG, for all your hard work, man. 78 RPM. Roller Blunt. Mama Mimi as well, but Mimi. Mr. Whitesnake Ira. Karen Enar in the wings, I've no doubt. 78 RPM strikes again. The War Piglet. Julie Neary in the wings as well, doing a Enar impression. My man Luke, legend, 78 RPM we've had, haven't we? I know, but appreciate every which one of you. Richie 67, 78 RPM. It's a joke, but I was going to carry on doing it. Shout out to AO, Malcolm Bell, my man Brett, the new Leeds fan, Peter White, 78 RPM. The Right Reverend Wright, Dale Hodgson, AO. Been loads of you in tonight. Appreciate every which one of you well know. War Piglet. Take it easy, everybody. And I might do, Mimi, to be fair. I will for half an hour. Fuck it. It just sounds a bit shit, doesn't it? To get some revision done. I will then, Mimi. I'll jump on channel for half an hour. I've been thinking about it, you know, Roger Slicker. Cheers, Peter White. Appreciate you, man. Cal Leeds, appreciate you. Take it easy, everybody. The cooking channel, I've actually, every time I cook something, I think about it. So, it's on the cards. But I'm out of here. Take it easy. Mimi, I might, we'll see. I might actually just go on. But then I probably won't work on a track. I'll probably just play some stuff. But that's all right, innit? Equally. Take it easy, everybody. I'm off for a piss. Maybe a bottle of beer. But I've got a five-a-side tournament tomorrow for a company that I work for, that I DJ for. It's for the owner. Don't know why I'm standing up. That's how bad I need a piss. For the owner of the company that I DJ for. So I actually want to be on top form. But, you know, I've had 6 beers and I had a pint on way home, as we do when we finish, and you know it. We all know it. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you all. I'm off. I'm going to slash my pants. Peace.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.